When I was about 8 years old, around 8, my dad, who goes by the name Ojo, which is like an abbreviation of Kojo, because he refuses to let his grandkids call him granddad, he made a movie. See, I don't say enough about my dad's exploits in my content, but he's really the fuel behind my creativity, you know. He's made movies, he's written a book. You can get it on Amazon, actually. I'll put the link in the description. And for as long as I've known, he was inventing stuff. He was the first person that kind of made me understand, like, the world is open as your canvas to create whatever you like. That's my pops, that's my dad, you know? So my dad made 2 films in his 30s. I wish I could find them, but I can't. One of them is Zebendu. The other one is Ghana Boys. Zebendu is like, I think back then it was old school slang for like cocaine or something. Ghana Boys, the name is in the title. So about 15 years ago, yeah, maybe 15 or maybe more, I found an old VHS of Zebendu, me and my cousins, probably longer. And we sat down and we watched it. And it was brilliantly awful, but brilliantly in a way where we laughed at the poor acting, you know, the unnecessarily over dramatic music. Like, anyone who knows African films, they have dramatic music and then just the ridiculous plot points. But it was amazing because it touched me in a way that no other piece of media could, because I was seeing the world through my father's artistic lens. It was like a time capsule transporting me to see the world through his eyes. So I was fortunate enough, and I say fortunate, to meet 3 out of my 4 grandparents. If anyone's met 444, you're blessed. I mean, like, at a mature age, at an age where I could remember, you know, like, I was a kid, 8, 7. I met 3 out of 4 of my grandparents. What always strikes me about grandparents is we meet them as adults. We meet them as responsible, all-knowing adults. And I used to go through old photo albums with my grandma, rest her soul, and with my mum. And what I realized is we all saw the same pictures, but to both of them, they told different stories. They transported them into different worlds. And my mum would sit down with me and she'd take me through these stories, and I was seeing the world through her perspective. Just like my dad Ojo's films, the photos acted as a way to transport a message from one generation to another.